Prolactin. You can be kind, supportive, willing to help. But when prolactin is high, you stop living your own life and start living for everyone else. Prolactin is not just a maternal hormone. It is the hormone of submission, sacrifice, and loss of personal agency. Today we'll break down why prolactin makes people soft, passive, and convenient, and where the line lies between healthy support and slow self-destruction. Prolactin, the metaphysics. Prolactin is a hormone of social cohesion through self-limitation. Its core evolutionary function is not pleasure, ambition, or dominance, but preservation of the group through voluntary self-reduction. Prolactin tells the organism, step back, yield, give up part of yourself so the system survives. This hormone governs relationships where one side gives more than it receives. Mother gives child, elder gives younger, subordinate gives superior, caregiver gives dependent, teacher gives student. In all these dynamics, prolactin suppresses personal expansion in favor of stability, continuity, and safety. Without prolactin, society would fragment into endless dominance battles. With too much prolactin, individuals dissolve into service roles and lose their trajectory. Prolactin is not evil. It is dangerous only when it becomes chronic and directionless. When and why prolactin is released. Prolactin is released when the organism experiences forced submission, not chosen humility, not conscious compromise, but situations where you wanted to assert yourself and didn't. You lost a social conflict. You yielded space, status, or voice. You swallowed anger instead of expressing it. From an evolutionary perspective, this is a conflict-solution hormone. If testosterone remained high after a loss, the organism would continue attacking, which historically meant death. So the nervous system intervenes. Testosterone drops, dopamine drops, prolactin rises. The message is simple: stop pushing, survive, adapt. This is why. Physical obstacles trigger cortisol. Social defeat triggers prolactin. One is about external danger. The other is about hierarchical reality. Physical role. Physically, prolactin modulates immune responses, shifts fat distribution, alters metabolic priorities, feminizes body constitution when chronically elevated, but its real damage is behavioral, not structural. High prolactin doesn't destroy muscles first. It destroys initiative. High prolactin. High prolactin creates a state of chronic self-erasure. The person becomes endlessly patient, endlessly forgiving, endlessly available, but internally empty. Prolactin does not ask, is this fair? It asks, is this safe for the group? Psychologically, this leads to compulsive self-blame, inability to say enough, reflexive guilt, emotional over-responsibility, loss of boundaries. Such people explain everything as, I should have tried harder, I should have been better, it's my fault. They stop evaluating others realistically. They become convenient. And convenience is the fastest way to be consumed. Over time, high prolactin leads to apathy, depression, loss of ambition, quiet resentment, emotional numbness. Low prolactin. Low prolactin restores agency. The individual regains clear self-location, accurate responsibility mapping, emotional spine. Reflection becomes linear, not circular. Such people choose where they give, refuse systems that exploit them, tolerate conflict, accept temporary isolation. Society often labels them as cold, egoistic, difficult. But evolution labels them as drivers of change. Hormonal connections. An increase in prolactin always triggers a chain reaction. When prolactin rises, testosterone inevitably drops, drive, aggression, and the willingness to take risks fade away. At the same time, dopamine decreases, taking motivation, curiosity, and a pull toward the future with it. Prolactin is closely linked to cortisol. The higher the chronic stress, the more stable, elevated prolactin becomes, and they reinforce each other in a feedback loop. In addition, rising prolactin is accompanied by an increase in estradiol, which further shifts behavior toward passivity, emotional dependence, and the loss of a dominant position. This combination creates reduced drive, reduced risk tolerance, reduced future orientation. The organism stops expanding and starts maintaining. How to normalize prolactin? Through the body. Sexual overstimulation is the primary prolactin amplifier. Every orgasm spikes prolactin. Chronic stimulation trains the system toward passivity. Second factor, overexposure to weakness. Constant emotional immersion in suffering, helplessness, infantilized adults, victim narratives, keeps prolactin elevated. Compassion must be measured, not infinite. Third, sleep architecture. Poor sleep gives cortisol dominance, gives prolactin rise, gives confidence collapse. This is not psychology. It is physiology. Through the mind. The core mental skill is pity awareness. Pity is not kindness. Pity is a biological override. If someone can extract your resources by displaying enough suffering, you are hormonally compromised. Support must be chosen, not triggered. Through social environment. Your environment determines baseline prolactin. Spend time with responsible men, self-directed individuals, people who carry their weight. Avoid spaces where weakness is glorified. Infantilization is normalized. Responsibility is outsourced. Such environments quietly recalibrate hormones without motivational speeches. Bugs. Prolactin failure manifests in two extremes: total self-sacrifice, total social withdrawal. Either you disappear into others, or you cannot integrate at all. Balance is rare, and it is trained, not inherited. Prolactin is essential. Without it, society collapses into chaos. But when it dominates, you stop being a subject and become a consumable resource. Maturity is not cruelty. Maturity is the ability to help without disappearing, to care without collapsing, and to belong without self-betrayal. If this video helped you, subscribe now, because we are just getting started.